So last time I played, I left off in front of that locked door. I had a hard time doing a digital dive into the lock. But eventually I unlocked it. And no one's quite sure how the digital dives, or whatever, the connect jump. Why do I keep calling it a digital dive? Is that from something else? Either way, I couldn't connect jump into the lock for some reason, and then it took a long time. And then I finally got it opened, and that's when I stopped. And then I had a grinding session, so that's why I'm back here at Nakano Broadway. So let's go back to that new location. The Nakano Underpass. There's no telling what's behind this locked door. It's very exciting, very mysterious. No one knows how to get in. I'm going to be the first person to enter in like hundreds of years or something. So I'm excited to see what's going on here. Okay, it's a digital wave has changed. Now everything's all fucked up. Well, it's a good thing no one did come in here, because I'm not sure if they'd be able to escape this world. It seems you've managed to unlock the gates, so thanks for that. It must have been easy for you given your skill. What? There's a bit of a labyrinth in the underground tunnel? What? I would assume that's due. There's so many typos in this game. What do you mean by a bit? Is there any sign of a Digimon or an eater in there? Nope. I see. It is strange to see just a small section of labyrinth. I know I said we couldn't know what we would find, but I wasn't expecting that. I believe we have witnessed a special digital wave occurrence. It's as if it's some kind of current. Okay. I haven't read out loud in a while, so I'm a little rusty. I see. This is definitely a ley line. Have you ever heard of ley lines before? There are many in Tokyo. They are also called dragon chains. Dragon signifies the undulating landscape, the hills and mountains, and dragon chain is what we call the flow of the land's spirit. It's well known that Susi Tenkai, advisor to Yasu Tokugawa, turned Edo into a great feng shui city. It is said that he built a waterway and a path to lead the chi from Mount Fuji in Tokyo Bay to Edo Castle. Of particular note in this instance are the Kan-iji, the Asakusa Shrine to the northeast, I'm assuming that's northeast, and Zojoji, and Hiei Shrine to the southwest, all big religious institutions. In feng shui, those directions are thought to draw negative energy their way. The shrines hold big festivals to purge and expel that energy. And if you look at the lines that connect Buddhist temples, Kaniji and Zojiji, and Shinto shrines, Asakusa and Hiei, you'll find they cross right inside Old Edo Castle, home of today's Tokyo Imperial Palace. It's really quite fascinating to see. Nowadays, the waterways have been swapped out for rail lines, and radio towers dot the northeast and southwest. You could say we've finished what Tenkai started. Viewed from the eyes of current society, those rail lines and radio towers are artificial ley lines that supplement the old roads and waterways. Naturally, where you're standing underground constitutes another ley line running through Tokyo too. Not just any ley line either. The one that's believed to emanate from Mount Fuji is supposed to run right through here. The man-made tunnel layered on top of it allows the digital waves to keep flowing in perpetuity. It's really a peculiar thing going on down there. That's what's producing this quasi-labyrinth you're seeing before you. Knowing that, those weird voices that people are supposedly hearing probably belong to Digimon that are appearing as a result. I could go on for a while yet about this subject, but you at least somewhat get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, she nods happily. Given the choice, I would have said, "What are you talking about? This is not relevant at all." I'll take that to mean you understood it well enough then. At this point, your work is essentially done, but we can't exactly just ignore this newfound discovery of yours either. Why don't you go a little further in and check things out for me? Alright, so we're in a digital space. It's doing that weird thing that digital waves do when the digital world and the real world are fusing together and this weird shit's happening. Message, huh? How about bringing a little something next time you visit? Food would be good. Oh, I'll bring Pekmon? Shut up, I don't even like Pekmon. Okay, so I can go left and right. I'm gonna go left first. That's weird, there's just this stuff floating here. Oh wow, that's weird. It looked as if I was passing through it, but I'm like still in front of it. It's a cool effect. It's like see, it looks like it's in physical space. Oh no, something's happening now. I really like the effects that they use in these areas. The tunnel just keeps on going, you say? If it stays on course like that, you're going to end up in Roppongi, which would mean... You know, this reminds me of something else I've heard about before. As I mentioned before, Tokyo's ley lines stem from Mount Fuji, which is of course not all that a coincidence given that it's a sacred place. And that energy takes old highways like Kushu, Kaido, and Tokaido to get to Tokyo from Mount Fuji. That energy joins up with underground waterways going along the highways that carry Mount Fuji's snowmelt to Tokyo, flowing into the city together. One theory holds that the first place where that water appears above ground after reaching Tokyo happens to be where else but Nakano. Put simply, all the ley lines that flow through Tokyo could well be coming out of our own stomping grounds, believe it or not. Wouldn't that be amazing to think about if it turned out to be true? Reiko, you're going on and on about a lot of uninteresting things. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. I don't care about that. Stop right there. Don't go any further. You're standing at the border of the municipality. Go any further and you'll be in central government territory. That's a hive we'd best not poke. Color me intrigued, though. That's a hell of a thing to stumble into just walking around inside that tunnel. We aren't prepared just yet to pick that sort of fight. There's still too much we don't know. This little tangent of ours has gone on long enough, I think. Head back the way you came and regroup at the office. But I didn't do anything. I didn't get to explore at all. Though it's not as strong as we're used to, that tunnel is causing a digital shift. We should probably keep it locked up like before after all. I have no idea how I'm going to explain all of this to our client. No matter how you spin it, it'll probably be a lot to take in. I wouldn't be surprised if we come away looking even sketchier than we already do. Let's just let Detective Matayoshi deal with it. Some jobs are just best left to others. You're curious what exactly was actually beyond where you stopped? That makes two of us, believe me. Actually, while you're on your way back, I decided to look into it a little bit. Apparently, what you found was Kamishiro Research Lab, of all things. Should we investigate more? Oh, don't be dense. I told you, that area is under the jurisdiction of the central government. That's not the sort of place you'd wander into for fun. If nothing else, it indicates that Kamishiro and the government have a tighter relationship than what we previously suspected. Going after Kamishiro could well mean that we'd also be ruffling the government's feathers. That's why we can't be hasty right now. We'll do what we can to prepare and cross that bridge when we come to it. This is just a guess on my end, but I imagine it was Kamishiro that changed the password on that door and rendered it impossible to get open. They probably weren't counting on us being able to actually break in and snoop around. Knowing that, it could well serve as our ace in the hole later, when the time does come to confront them, hopefully unawares. But again, let's not worry about hashing out the details until we have to, and just be grateful we have that up our sleeve if need be. On that note, I realize this case is technically closed, but what do you say about heading over to Roppongi for me one more time? I don't mean on official business, rather I'm keen on doing a little independent intelligence gathering for our own internal use. Surely you're interested in knowing why Kamishiro has built a research lab underneath the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building too, right? So how about you just walk on through the front door there and see what you can find. Sound good? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kyoko. I'm not following you very well. Oh, yeah, okay, so I guess I'll check to see if there's any cases here. Or I guess that's just the one I'm still doing. So is that going to be like a new location on the map? Ah, you can now go to Tokyo Metropolitan Building. Bulge now. New locations are exciting. Well, I mean, that last new location wasn't very exciting. I didn't spend much time there. An Earnest civil servant. Oh, are you here for a tour of the lobby? Please, come on inside. You must be confused. Let me explain. Construction on this new metropolitan building isn't entirely complete as of yet. Well, it was at one point, that is, until a major firm came in and it was decided the upper floors merited additional construction. As such, while that's going on, the lobby here remains free and open to the public to visit. Did you make it inside the building? Alright, I get you. So they're alright with you hanging around the lobby. Well, that makes our work a little easier then. Go on in. All you need at this point is a terminal somewhere so you can infiltrate their systems. Piece of cake at this stage, I'd say. So once you find a terminal, just slip on in and work your magic like always. Wish I was there to see it myself. Seems like quite the sight. It reminds me of the Tower of Babel in a way. Guess I'm starting to ramble again, though. Don't worry about me. Feel free to get back to work now. Yes, Kyoko, you are rambling. You are almost literally always rambling. Oh, this place looks nice. I can already see the thing I'll be jumping to in the background there. But let's talk to all these NPCs. A new city hall in Roppongi. Wouldn't have expected that in my wildest dreams. Seems like anything can happen with Kamishiro back here. Not that I should expect any less from a company like that. Alright. I'm gonna have a thorough look around for things. Are they ever going to finish that building? Must be those tax parasites again. Oh, wow. It is not complete yet, but in the meantime, all are invited to take advantage of the forums. Yay, yay, it's so big. What's all this space for? Why is a little girl running around unattended? Alright, oh, message. Oh wow, they found 3 cases at the farm. I'll have to stop by the Digifarm and give them a new case as soon as I get a chance. Oh, I thought that was a shiny that I saw at the last minute, but there's just a thing. They modeled a thing behind that wall that no one's ever gonna see. Alright, so I guess this is the terminal I'll be connect jumping to. There's a small digital shift happening here. Something wrong out there? Oh, you found a terminal that's digital shifting a little? Huh. If this shift is weak while still prominent enough for you to notice it, it could be a sign this place will turn into a labyrinth later on. Well, for now, try connect jumping into it. We have no idea what could be inside there, so stay on your feet, alright? Here I go. That animation looks really messy up close. Alright, so I'm gonna go around this long way first, because I see items. Items are promised to me in the distance. It's gonna be a good opportunity to see what kind of monsters I'm gonna be up against in this place. Bug recovery. Good to have. Ew, why is Gekomon in my party? Oh no, okay. Oh right, when I was grinding at the what's it called? The Coliseum. Because I can't beat that last battle, but you get a lot of experience on the way. And if you lose, it automatically switches to your backup party. That grossed me right out for a second. Alright, what do we got? We got Tentomon and a Gomamon. I don't have Gomamon scan data, so I guess that'll be good to get. Alright, so I got that item. Why couldn't they just put the shortcut thing right here? Oh well, whatever. Alright, next floor. Unless this is just the exit. Nope, not quite. Oh wow, I can friggin' see the Eldritch Abomination already. Oh, there's an access point right before it. I've never seen one just sitting there like that before. Usually they show up and it's a big deal and a big event is made out of it. Alright, Eater. See what you're made of. Can I just... Yeah, I can't just skip it, I guess. There's nowhere else to go, so I guess I'm fighting it. So this Eater doesn't even get a big cool event or anything. Well, I guess I'll just start throwing my best moves at it. Oh wow, and that's that. It didn't even get a chance to attack. So you found an eater inside there after all. But you couldn't find any other evidence of note? You're not seeing the forest for the trees here, TK. The fact that there is an eater inside the terminal at all is big evidence in and of itself. Regardless, let's call it a day here. Get on back to the office now. Why are we doing so little? I want to go on an adventure like we did before. Nothing's happening. That was probably hard work going all over the place today. But thanks to you, I think I'm starting to piece it all together now. While you were out and about, I decided to measure the digital waves coming out of that building. And I found out that the Metropolitan Government Building itself is one big digital wave force field. From what I can tell, energy is flowing straight into the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building via the ley lines inside Nakano Underpass. So that underground lab Kimishiro has beneath the building is probably controlling the energy flow. You remember what I said about ley lines when you were inside that tunnel, don't you? Yeah, please don't repeat it. It was very long-winded. There are two things at play here. The natural energy flow from the Earth along the ley lines and digital waves emanating from a sea of electrons. If you can make a massive structure like the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building a hub for those things, then you can manipulate their flow. And can we please start just calling that the TMGB? Why do they need to do it that way? Well, for one, digital waves might be invisible to the naked eye, but they have mass and therefore require a vessel. The bigger the vessel is that contains those waves, the more energy you can build up. It probably also explains the new construction going on, as more space would mean that much more energy Kamishiro could stockpile. That extra energy would then go on to impact the building beyond the facility, hence the digital shift you ran into in the lobby. And with any good digital shift comes an eater, of course. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that place goes labyrinthine eventually. But we don't have to be concerned about that threat anymore now that you've cleaned the joint up. On the other hand, it's worrying in its own way that things resolve so cleanly this time. The fact that digital waves can be concentrated in such small qualities as to attract individual eaters and produce a micro-labyrinth is scary. If you hadn't been there, it might well not have been caught until much later. The whole thing doesn't sit well with me at all. This case has taught us that there's technology that can mostly suppress large amounts of digital waves as they're built up and placed wherever. The deliberate and calculated nature of it all indicates that somebody's got big plans in the works, suffice it to say. This of course calls for more investigating. We need to figure out how long this has all been going on and just what exactly it's for. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we move forward, TK. We're onto something here, I know it. I was expecting a lot more from that quest than what I got. Alright, so I got that farm development kit that I was so pumped about. Your drive is really admirable. Keep it up. One way or another, we'll definitely deal with Kamishiro when the time is right. I'll give you some exciting meat for a major cam up. Did you seriously deny that? It's really expensive. Don't deny the other one. You son of a bitch. Those are really expensive. Alright, I'll give you the fucking cheap stuff. Oh, so you'll eat the friggin' cheap stuff, like, no problem, but you won't take friggin'... Oh. Let's see, by denying those two Digimeats, you have essentially wasted 10,000 yen. What a dick. There's a lot of action over at Shibuya Records in Shibuya. You've been there, right? Alright, so I'm going to Shibuya Records. I like her nonchalant ways of telling me where to go. Like, I hear the view at the Eden Pavilion is really good. Could you tell me how good of a view it really is? And then stuff just happens that progresses the story, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of action over in Shibuya. Couldn't tell you why. Wouldn't hurt to check either. Alright, it's pretty clear who I have to talk to here. See, of course, all the times I'm not yawning while I have to read. Someone else says, oh wait, here comes the real one. There we go. What? Who? Sorry. I can't believe I conked out like that in front of a customer. All the crazy things around here in the last couple of days have been really... tuckered me out. Cyber Sleuth? You do random acts of kindness and sleuthing? Sleuthing? Haha, that's awesome. Eve, I really shouldn't be talking to customers like this. My bad. Let's start from the top. I'll be on the ball this time. Okay? Okay. So, what, I just have to talk to you again? If you don't see the CD you like, I can back order for you, so don't hesitate to ask. That was her normal dialogue. That didn't appear to have any impact on anything. Is something just gonna happen when I leave now? Because it's back to Nakano to tell Kyoko that Kyoko, I'm reporting back. A customer seemed tired. Or not a customer, an employee seemed tired. Oh, that reminds me of something. I'm gonna go on a long-winded explanation about something that reminds me of. Shibuya Records and Shibuya have been there, right? Alright, I missed something. Alright, I'll go back. There's like no digital fuckery to interact with. I can't talk to her again. She just has her normal NPC dialogue. Oh, I get it. I talk to her and then a case becomes available up here on the thing. Why? Well, that wasn't very clear. She didn't mention anything. Like, oh, it's been really busy. I didn't mean to doze off in front of you. She didn't mention sending a case. Oh, another expansion plugin. Alright. That was a very old RPG way of going about doing that. Oh, and I'm right back. Hi, you're the Cyber Sleuth, huh? Here to take the case? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Reiko Tawa. I'm a bit of an otaku. Honestly, I'm a huge otaku. Anime and anime music are my weakness. So I got a part-time job here at Shibuya Records. Oh right, you want to know more about the case. Can do. There's been a bunch of weird stuff going on in the store, like pranks or something. The CDs on display keep switching without me switching them. Plus, this weird, amateur kind of CD keeps popping up right in the middle. It's not just weird, it's freaking me out. The police said they couldn't do a thing about it. I can't eat, I can't sleep, it's a problem. I mean, there's gotta be an explanation, right? Someone's gotta be doing this. Please, 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 won't you find out why? Pretty please? Strange pranks. Alright, so now I gotta ask around about strange pranks. Have you heard about strange pranks, mister? Exactly. That strange pranks thing. They say there are death trap CDs mixed in with the normal records. One listen, and you die. Wow, that's fucked up, dude. How about you, sir? What have you heard about strange pranks? The strange pranks. It's a pretty well-known rumor, at least, between Shibuya Records maniacs like me. The other things are sorted and will, randomly change, which seems weird. It, makes it hard to find the CDs you want. Oh, Hugh is the right guy. You're the one investigating the weird stuff going on? I'm not sure I know anything that would help. I guess someone keeps adding this mysterious CD to the racks. Oh look, here it is. See, the cover's just got these odd-looking symbols. There's no band name or anything. I mean, it's not Led Zeppelin, you know? Here, you want to give it a listen? No, I'll die! Pretty awful, isn't it? Some people were cracking jokes about some kind of monster composing it. Those rhythms and stuff are definitely inhuman, kind of tribal. On top of that, the display keeps getting changed up so that somehow the CD is always right in your face. My best guess is that someone sneaks in at night. Maybe that's how you find out. Come back after dark and watch the place. Let's go talk to Reiko again. Hi. So did you give it a listen? It's unique, that's for sure. The artist is definitely creative, just not always good. You really thought it was that bad? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't dislike it, per se. So how's the investigation going? Sleuthing up a storm? Got any good leads? After the store closes, huh? Alright, if that's how we get to the bottom of this mystery, then we gotta do it. You wouldn't even recognize this place at night, huh? It's almost creepy. I ran a scan of the Shibuya records, and definitely picked up traces of the digital wave. These, pranks are Digimon related, I'm almost certain. Strange symbols on the CD cover art may very well be Digimon writing. There's gotta be some clue we're missing. Head in and give the place a full rundown. Is it gonna be more digicode that I have to bother my Japanese speaking friends to translate for me? Hey there, TK, ready to do this? The manager said we had run of the place until morning. Let's solve this mystery. What do you, huh? What do you mean it's too dangerous? Whoever made that CD is dedicated to their music. I want to meet them. So, like it or not, I'm coming in, TK. If it's okay, that is. You're gonna see some weird shit, girl. Like, for example, the corner of the room is now overflowing with purple digital fuckery. If you're not terrified by that, then you're just as fucked up. Hey, do you think all humans and Digimon in the world can be friends one day? That would be a wonderful future. Even you thinking about that makes me happy. That's a new message, and it was a good message. Shibuya Records is great at night. I wanted to play something with a nighttime feel to it. Oh, we should probably be quiet though, right? Why, like, she said that I wouldn't even recognize it at night. It's literally the same. The lights are all on. Well, anyways, my eye is being drawn to this corner of the room for some reason. So I should probably get another Digimon thing. Ancient Volcanomon. I'm gonna go ahead and place bets on it being, I think it's gonna be Etemon. What's going on? Hey, what is this? Hey, what do you mean digital shift? Yup, it's Etemon, I called it. What the heck is this? Did I fall asleep on my feet again? Who would come here this late at night, I wonder? Perhaps they're here for me. My fans, my adoring public is here to greet me. Tell me, are you crazy obsessed with my awesome tunes? You know it. Finally, recognition. You know the true sonic arts when you hear them. Well, since you clearly rock hard to my thundering beats and epic melodies, I'll have to drag you on stage. Now, come on. Yeah. I knew it was Etemon. Ah, TK. So a Digimon dragged me here, but where is here? I don't think I'm in Shibuya Records anymore. Hey, look at that, it finally reconnected. Our link with you went dead a while ago. We figured it must have been the labyrinth, so we've been trying to get you back ever since. Now that we found a way around it, we should be able to stay in contact despite any other digital wave anomalies. Well, with luck. So anyway, you were in the labyrinth? Tell me everything. Shibuya Records, huh? Who'd have thought there was a path hidden there? Every analysis I run comes back the same. The labyrinth under Shibuya has definitely grown. Even so, it's nothing compared to the one beneath Shinjuku. Given the situation, there was only one logical Digimon response. The creature had no choice but to drag you into the labyrinth with it, and I assure you I have no doubt in my mind that it was the Digimon. You need to find it, and fast. The Mon can't have gone very far. Alright, so now we're... Oh, it's all this digital fuckery again. Can't go down the escalator, huh? I wonder what kind of monster they're gonna... Oh, I can't force an encounter. Well, I guess I'll find a random encounter with time. This place is very straightforward. I really like this design, that weird shit just sticking out and going all like fuzzy. It's cool stuff. Oh, there's an item here. Rummaging through the garbage for that one. Still no random encounters. It's been quite a while. Has me running towards the screen a lot. Let's go to the right first. Huh? Oh, welcome. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not ready to fight me. I haven't fully explored. I know he's run off in a different direction, but I want to go that way. Maybe it'll let me keep going down from here. Oh, there's an item. Pays to be thorough. Well, I couldn't have avoided it once, so if it doesn't want me to go up, then I simply cannot go up. So I guess I won't worry too much about that. Okay then, go ahead, just try to catch me. Oh, it's not gonna let me go this way. Gotta look for items though, man. Ah, there's a thing here. I don't necessarily need to do a thing, but I guess I'll save it. Over here, this way! Etemon, why are you doing this? What is your problem? Oh, trash can. Paralysis recovery. Alright, it's a dead end, bub. This way, this way! Oh, you're running through me? What a dick. Come on. Over here, this way. But we were just over there. Never gonna catch him like this. Might be able to catch him if we cut in around from behind. Do you have any suggestions? Oh, I see. There's some digital fuckery behind him. Oh, and there's a portal right here. Alright, so if I connect jump through here, I can get behind him. I will exit this digital network and appear behind him. Let's go left first. Ah, there's a glowy. Oh, I got exciting me. I can't wait to throw it at a Quillamon and have it just bounce off his stupid face. Oh, there's a glowy over at this one too. See, pays to be thorough. Got friendship. Alright, so I'm gonna pop out behind the Etemon. I'm gonna stick my thumb right up his asshole. Hey! Getting a bit carried away. Wait, is it possible? You've become such a rabid fan of me, Etemon? Such fierce fandom that it spiraled into an obsession? And that love, oh that love turned to cruel hatred. You would kill me so that none else can have me. No, I can't allow that. I'm simply too much for one hacker to handle. Nice pose. He's an ultimate level. So let's pull out all the punches here. A little cross up, and it's his weakness too. Got a little lightning paw followed by that. Tequila, do lightning paw again. Actually, what's the description on that? Oh wow, fixed damage of 150 to one foe. 6%. That's actually really good. Jeez Louise. I installed like a Korean Digimon game on my phone. I do not at all know how to play it because it is very Korean and it's sending me notifications that I can't read because they're in Korean. Wow, you're much better than I thought. I guess this round goes to you. If you don't want my CDs on the shelves, that's cool. I'll take them back. And I promise I'll never use that secret path again, okay? We good? Alright then, now that we're here, I'm not quite sure what to do. So this Etemon, it doesn't look like an evil Digimon. It's literally one of the evilest in Season 1. I guess the best move is to report back to the client. Just Shibuya records. Oh, but there were like paths that didn't let me take. Yay! TK, you're back, you're safe, you're alive, yay! You were gone for so long I didn't know if something happened to you. I didn't know what to do, but you're back now. Huh? A Digimon? Does that mean what I think that means? It means even outside of cyberspace, Eden? So that weird thing with the CDs, all those pranks, it was all the Digimon? Oh, come on, pranks, that was art. You sell all kinds of music here. What's the harm in selling mine too? I work hard to make those beats and drop those vocals. Mixing the right amount of guitar is not as easy as it looks. You just don't get my sound. Well, that's not quite it. Huh? It's just your music is such an abhorrent assault on my senses that it makes me wish I could claw out my ears. On the other hand, it has a really unique sound that both reinvents and transcends genre. I think people will really dig it. Really? Yeah, it just takes a while for new stuff like that to catch on, you know? But hey, don't ever give up on music. It won't give up on you. You have to believe in what you've created, or you'll never succeed. Are you saying what I think you're saying? If you promise to knock off all the freaky stuff, I'll talk to my manager and do my best to get your CD stocked for real. I'll even give it another listen. Who knows, maybe I'll end up president of your fan club. Wow, thank you so much. I never had a real fan before, much less one this nice to me. So after, why is she always carrying that basket and bag, even here? So after all that, it was a Digimon looking for a little exposure, taking a shot at fame. I kind of feel like he wasn't punished much for the whole breaking and entering thing. It wasn't about that at the end. We got to the bottom of mystery and got to hear a really cool up-and-coming artist. Actually, I'm starting to get into his album. That's the best part about music. There's room for anyone to try their hand. Music may be strange. It's definitely strange, but it pushes the boundaries. You gotta respect that in an artist. I like that. You're not just in it to help the store grow, you're trying to expand the world of music. And I would expect no less. Music is the soundtrack of our lives. Thank you so much, TK. Now I can get back to doing what I love. Always feel free to drop in. This Shibori Records is like a shrine to amazing music. See you soon. She really believes in that store. I hope they know how lucky they are to have someone like her. Can't argue with that level of devotion. Alright, so that case is finished. Oh, there's so many unanswered questions though. I want to get some real story stuff. Reiko has made a corner just for Etemon CDs, so you should definitely go and check it out when you have the time.